I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of that opening sequence. I just think it's so cool. And yes, that means even though you're here on a Monday for an animated movie, it is still part of the Scary Movie Squad. Do you know why? Because Scooby-Doo is also a little bit spooky. So welcome back to the PJ Campbell Network. I am your host, of course, PJ Campbell, and it is so good to see all of your beautiful faces here. This is watch along number 43, I believe. And actually, I went through and I was looking. This is actually our 47th live commentary overall since quarantine started. That includes the double features and the triple features along the way, which, yes, triple feature yesterday. If you guys missed it, we did a Bill and Ted triple feature, and you guys should definitely go back and check it out. I got to be joined by Pat Hogue and Kristen Smith, and we went through a most excellent, non-bogus, triumphant journey as we faced the music together in what ended up being one of my favorite watch-alongs that we've ever done on this channel. And it clocks in at about 5 hours and 20 minutes. It's a little bit on the long side, but it is so much fun, and it was just so life-affirming almost. I think that's the best way I'm going to describe it. It felt life-affirming to do, and I had a really great time revisiting those movies with them, so you guys should definitely check it out. And, of course, if you haven't already, head over to the TeePublic store. We got a lot of cool stuff over there, which you can buy, including all of our very fun Scary Movie Squad merch. You know, I'm not wearing any tonight, but go check it out. And, you know, without further ado, I'm going to bring some of our panel in tonight. You guys know him from Front Center Mezzanine. His name is Maxwell Haddad. Hello, my friend.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. I rushed home. I was out doing something. I made it in time, but I'm a little...
Well, we're happy to see you.
Unput together.
You always look put together, so it's okay.
Oh, stop.
No, I can't. I will never stop. And of course, you know, we're also joined by the man who makes this channel look better as it goes along. We just call him Cy. His name is Chris Clark. Hello, Chris.
Hello, how you guys doing? This is going to be fun.
Does your name say that you're a seductive Scooby snack?
I'm a seductive Scooby snack.
What the fuck is happening?
I know. No, we're doing Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. This is a phenomenal movie. I remember when I would go to Best Buy with my dad. We got the VHS of this and then the VHS of Witch's Ghost. Both back to back. The great movies, and I grew up with this film, and it's fun, and it's really, really dark for a Scooby movie. So let's rock this.
I'm very excited, but I'm very the name. A seductive Scooby snack is very questionable choice, my friend, but, you know, we're here for it. And, of course, we can't be here without the mother of Kara, our favorite. Kristen Smith is also here. Hello.
Hi.
The corgis are excited to see you again.
Of course. As always, as they should be.
I mean, look, this is the second night in a row that you and I have been here. This feels really weird because it was like yesterday, the long-ass triple feature. Then it's like, okay, and now we're going to do an hour and 16 minutes.
An hour, yeah. It's short. It's short.
Now, I got to ask you guys real quick before we get into this. This was like a huge staple for me at the very young age of 8. I was kind of talking about it last week when we announced we were doing it. Like, this movie meant a ton to me as a kid. We watched it all the time. I remember it was a huge deal when it came out. Do you remember where you guys first were? Like, when you discovered it, how often you watched it? Like, what did this movie mean to you? I'll go to Kristen first.
No, I don't remember the first time I watched it. I don't remember where or when. I just remember that when I did finally get to see it, I watched it constantly. Like, there was a point where I would watch it because my friend owned it on VHS. And I would go over to their house and they'd be like, "You want to watch a movie?" And I'm like, "Yes." However, it's going to be Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. And then it got to a point where they were like, "Can we watch something else?" No, we cannot. It was on repeat, basically. I don't know what it was about this movie, but I really just dug it to its core. And I have seen it many times.
Me too. I think this is like a generation staple for us. When I posted on Facebook, someone said that, did someone talk about the best animated movies of the 90s? And I was like, God, our whole generation fucking loves this movie so much.
Plus, it's got one of the best songs made for a movie of all time. Mm-hmm. That's not even me being pedantic or anything. That's just a fact.
No, absolutely.
It's so good.
Maxwell, what about you? What did this movie mean to you growing up?
I've seen it before.
That's fair. All right. I mean, not everyone is going to be like Kristen and I, who watched it on a loop. Chris Clark, what about you?
As I said, me and my dad went to Best Buy to get like VHS tapes, and actually the first time I encountered Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island was actually as a promo before Warner Brothers released this VHS tape called what was it? It was the big fat dragon and the skinny dragon. They were like
Quest for Camelot.
Quest for Camelot. I used to that was a VHS I had, and right before Quest for Camelot was a promo for the two Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island and the Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost were out on VHS, and that's just really nostalgic to me. That's how I first was introduced to it, and I got the two VHSs, and basically I grew up with it along with Quest for Camelot and a lot of the Disney VHSs at the time. So it's just a lot of nostalgia for me.
Yeah, I feel very similar, and I can't wait to revisit this. And real quick, Maxwell, do we have something going on Thursday before we jump into the watch along?
Actually, if I may. Oh, well, okay. Yes, we do.
There it is.
We're doing Front Center Mezzanine on Thursday with our guest Ann L. Nathan. She has been appearing on Broadway and television for the last 22 some odd years. She is an incredible talent, and I'm looking forward to talking to her.
I am too. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wednesday, hello.
I know.
Soundtracks, Moulin Rouge.
Yep. Look at that.
Hosted by our friend Chris Clark. Rachel Cushing is making her PJ Campbell Network debut. PLD is making his PJ Campbell Network debut. And then you're also stuck with me and PJ.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are probably tired of seeing us at this point, especially after watching Bill and Ted with me yesterday. But you know what? I get it. And of course,
good night. Yeah.
Saturday night, you guys. Saturday, that's right, not Friday. Saturday night, Friday the 13th, part 2, part 3 of the watch-alongs of Scary Movie Squad. We are doing it Saturday night. Tim Franco, all of us cool kids will be back for another Saturday evening spooky time, and it should be a lot of fun. But do you guys have anything else you want to add before we jump into this?
There's Tim.
That was Tim Franco. I saw Tim Franco there. He was staring at us. Well, I'm ready to go if you guys are. If this is your first time here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down from 5. As soon as I say go, you're going to hit play, and we're going to watch this movie together. We're going to commentate it. We want to hear from you guys over in the comments. And we're going to have a good time watching Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island together. Oh, and real quick, before Sean Sullivan yells at me, we do have a Streamlabs. The Streamlabs is over in the chat. If you guys could throw a few shekels our way, it helps us keep the lights on. So thank you guys for your
I just have one question before we get started.
Yes, sir.
What does the box say?
What does the box say?
Now I'm going to have that stupid goddamn song stuck in my head. Thank you for that.
Looks like we have a theme song.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, it just starts right in.
Well, mine's buffering.
Of course it is. This is yesterday all over again.
Oh, it's an Academy ratio.
Yeah, it was a direct-to-video Academy ratio animated at the time. And they've never done like a HD widescreen version of it because you'd lose so much of the animation.
Oh, well, if you're actually animating something in full screen, you wouldn't want to change it.
Right.
Because that's what happened with Batman Mask of the Phantasm. They had to reanimate the entire movie because it wasn't in widescreen.
This is arguably one of my favorite openings of any Scooby-Doo movie ever. I think it so perfectly sets up the stakes, but it's also really kind of creepy. And it was one of the first times I remember watching Scooby-Doo and actually getting a little bit creeped out.
I'd just like to note that the caption said, "Music continues."
Yeah.
Oh, should I turn captions on? Am I not getting the full effect here?
Thunder rumbling.
Maybe this will help me make sure I'm on the right spot since I buffered.
I just love how they took a lot of risk with this movie too.
They really did.
Because this movie has death. This movie has dead bodies. This movie has really decaying corpses, which is all the same thing.
I think this is arguably the darkest Scooby-Doo film.
It also has legitimate supernatural elements.
Yeah, I feel like after this, with Witch's Ghost, they kind of lightened it up, but not really. But then after that, they went full ham, and it turned back into the comedy stuff.
Yeah.
With the
I
third one
love
was
that. Oh, it's so good.
The third one is what? Space Invaders, right?
Yeah,
so
I believe so.
That one's
Space Invaders, and then there's
the Cyber Chase.
Cyber Chase, yeah.
You know what's not good?
I don't want to even talk about it. Scoob breaks my heart.
I thought you were about to say
one of the worst movies of 2020.
That old voice cast.
I know. Casey Kasem back as Scooby or as Shaggy is just nostalgia. Not that I don't love Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard as Shaggy is arguably as good.
It's not Casey Kasem.
Is this one not? Oh, that's right.
Billy West.
That's right.
He's good though as a replacement.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that Billy West did it in this one.
Yeah. Was this released in theaters?
No.
It was
No?
a direct-to-video,
Okay.
but
Direct-to-video.
Look at that
WB
butt.
treated it like a theatrical release. Like, it was a huge deal.
I'm sorry that you guys are having actual commentary, and I just wanted to talk about that monster's butt.
I mean,
It was tight.
It was,
If you bounced a quarter off that tush.
like they did not have to animate that butt that well, but they did
Well, since it
I'm
is a
pretty
mon-
sure that I almost always had a crush on Daphne.
on the monsters.
I thought that's what you were
in
about
this
to
one.
say.
No. But we're talking about
Oh, no,
animated
okay.
butts and shit, so
I'm not saying that I had a crush on this weird monster guy. Just saying
all right,
they
then I'm the
animated
weird
his
one.
butt.
Thank you.
He does have good biceps.
I'm the weird one. Thanks, guys.
No,
Cheating on me with some monster's butt.
no.
Yeah, Billy West does a really good job emulating it.
Green ink.
Pardis is like the rest of us. He's like, I love the opening sequence of it. How do you not love it? You know, it's just so good.
You know what else this movie doesn't have that makes me happy? It
What?
doesn't have Simon Cowell.
This is
Or
correct.
Scrappy Doo.
Hey, man, the live action version has Scrappy, and that movie rocks.
I didn't have a crush on Daphne growing up. Am I lying, Mike?
I also didn't have a crush on Daphne growing
I would
up. Am
argue-
I also lying, Mike?
I would also argue Scrappy's in the greatest Scooby-Doo show of all time, 13 Ghosts. So
This anchor is like so animated. Not like she is animated, but like her voice.
Yeah.
Like, yes, she is an animated character. However, that's not what I meant.
I'm very glad that you figured out it's animated.
The only way I've known over the last few months that it's Monday is because I end my day watching an animated film.
That's fair.
The blank stare.
I actually kind of loved this angle that they took to, like where they became almost reality television type personalities that were talking about their adventures and stuff. I thought that was such a
It's
natural way
clever.
to continue. Yeah.
And
It's
this
very
was
meta.
like almost before the reality TV boom because it didn't really happen until Survivor in 2000 and then Idol thereafter.
Right.
Like
Right.
there were like more docu-series
Aw.
and paranormal stuff, but this was a little ahead of the curve.
I agree. Oh,
Guys.
them working at an airport as security just feels weird.
Also, Shaggy just looks unhealthy skinny.
For how
Like,
much he
so
eats, it just doesn't make
skinny.
sense.
I wish I had his metabolism.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
But it's just so funny because you put him in different clothes and all of a sudden you're like, dang, he's really skinny.
Right?
Right. But like, it's really apparent when I'm having side conversations now.
You always look emaciated.
Thank you, Malcolm, so much. Thank you so much.
I don't know why Malcolm has said that he thought we were watching the live action Scooby-Doo movies when we were very clear that we were watching Zombie Island.
Right. Oh, well, apparently. Thank you so much. Yes, this movie is animated. Thank you.
I do love
Thank
how
you.
he found cheese and like a
This is like their dream come true.
It is drawn by hand or computer.
Or with, little stop motion figures. Jared Simpson, you are correct. This movie does frickin' rock.
Yeah, it
I would just
does.
like to say that I enjoy that in Mystery Incorporated they have finally actually said that Velma is a lesbian.
Mhm.
yeah with what's her name, Hot Dog Water. Yeah,
Also, this is an interesting nod to Ghostbusters 2 in a way, because Ghostbusters 2 had, was it Ray working in a bookstore at the beginning of the film, I believe, if I remember correctly, and
It's
kind of reminded me of that.
it's kind of nice that they're all separated. That's a good hook too for a film.
Yeah, especially because Scooby-Doo, again, in the 90s, like, it wasn't as predominant on television. Like they had the reruns and stuff, but they weren't doing new material. And so for them,
the first like resurgence of new material, yeah. So it felt natural.
Right, and it was a great way to do it.
Look at that.
You ate all the contraband.
At this point, wasn't a pup named Scooby-Doo the thing that was on?
Well, Pup Named Scooby-Doo was already over by this point.
It was?
Oh, yeah. I think that was like early 90s.
I like that they ate all the contraband, but we really know what they mean is that they smoked all the weed they found in someone's luggage.
You know what, Max? You're a couple of gorgonzolas.
I hate blue cheese. How dare you? We're not friends anymore.
I love blue cheese. Cara will eat blue cheese like by the spoonful. It's quite disturbing.
I'm going to say this right now as we're watching this, because Chris brought up a Pup Named Scooby-Doo. That was why I was so excited for Scoob, because I thought they were going to do something very Pup Named Scooby-Doo-like, and then they didn't. And it just broke my heart.
That show is great, too. I don't think Pup has a movie, though. That would have been great to have.
It only had like 3 seasons. It wasn't on very long.
I know there was a movie with them as puppets that looks like the Pup Named Scooby-Doo that came out, but...
My favorite. What was your guys' favorite Scooby-Doo show? Because mine was always 13 Ghosts.
I like the original.
I like 13 Ghosts. I also like At the Movies, where they meet all the different guest
stars.
Oh,
yeah. The Scooby-Doo movies were great.
There's two great ones with Batman.
Oh, yeah, the Harlem Globetrotters one was great, Max.
That one, I feel like the Harlem Globetrotters was the one I saw the most. So I don't know if that's ones that they had.
There's also the 2 team-ups they did with Batman.
They
teamed up with Kiss?
No, yeah. Well, they did recently. That was not in the original ones.
I wasn't going to say it was good, but I remember it happened.
They teamed up with Dick Van Dyke. That was one of my favorites.
They teamed up with Supernatural. That was a thing that happened.
That was awesome, actually.
It was the Addams Family.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah, and the Addams Family. The Addams Family ones are the only ones you can't get on home video at this point. There's a rights issue.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
13 Ghosts meant so much to me. I love that Vincent Price was in it. So last year, or the year before now, I guess it's 2 years ago, when they released a sequel to it where they finally tied up everything in a movie, I was so excited. I stayed up to midnight to watch it. It's actually really good, yeah.
We were talking about possibly doing it too.
No.
I also love Maurice LaMarche does a great Vincent Price impression.
Yes, agreed. I'd really love to do love to do that 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo movie. Also, Mystery Inc., the newer TV show that was on Cartoon Network a few years back, was excellent. If you have never seen it, I highly recommend it.
Is that the thing that's like animated in the style of Rick and Morty?
No, it's the one you and I were talking about before this.
Oh, that one. Never
this
mind.
song is so good.
It is really good.
I love this soundtrack.
But no one remembers this song because of the song that comes in the middle of the movie.
It's here and it's always a fake. The ghost is here. There's no reason to shake. I love this movie, you guys, so much.
Yeah.
It's fake.
By the way, the show I was talking about, skip it. That's a terrible show.
Yeah. I always remember that shot, too. That was in the trailer for it.
The Batman?
Of the man-bat chasing them.
Yeah. It looks like Man-Bat from Batman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's fake. Malcolm, I have not read the recent Scooby-Doo comic books. I really should. And Mike, it really is close to one of the best iterations. Mystery Inc. really does rock.
Oh, yeah, it does. The story is phenomenal.
Yeah, and Pup Named Scooby-Doo is...
I'd love them to make more content in the continuity of Mystery Inc., because that was a good world.
The Lobster Man.
I do not remember Cyber Chase. I really should revisit it.
I don't remember it being good when I saw it, but that doesn't mean it's not good. It just means that
it's
I didn't like it when I saw it.
It's just a 90-minute episode of Scooby-Doo, honestly. It's nothing hugely special. It's not terrible, but...
It doesn't have these songs in it.
It doesn't have the songs. It doesn't even have, like, Hex Girls from the Witch's Ghost. It doesn't have, like, that kind of, like...
Hey, Chris, I hate to tell you this. Most of them don't have Hex Scrolls.
Oh, yeah. The Hex Girls, aren't they in 13 Ghosts?
They're in
I think they're in 13 Ghosts.
They make another appearance in...
I don't remember which one it was.
Oh, you know what? They appear in Mystery Incorporated. I think.
Oh, that's right.
An episode in the Mystery Incorporated.
It's interesting that the newer Scooby-Doo movies, including this one, have started doing like an overarching story arc sort of thing, where they've tried to make everything continuity also, like, because the sequel to this one that came out last year was a sequel also to the 13 Ghosts movie. So like they're all tied together. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are, because as we just said, the Hex Girls are in the Mystery Incorporated show, and they're in The Witch's Ghost. I think there's like select
The
movies
Legend of the Vampire, which I don't remember watching.
Yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
You guys know a lot more about Scooby-Doo than I do.
Yeah, Max, this was like a huge part of my life.
I've always enjoyed it. I just never was like keeping up or like knew the continuity or.
There wasn't really any continuity.
Max is like,
until
I've made a
13.
huge mistake being here tonight.
And they
Apparently,
never
there
explain what
is
happened to Scrappy.
Apparently, Chris, there's a Hex Girls poster that appears in the movie Scoob.
Oh, cool.
The less we talk about Scoob, the better.
Because it references better animated movies.
I really could use some beignets right now, you guys.
And
Sounds
apparently
good.
the Hex Girls appeared, according to Patty, in a movie based in Australia.
That's the vampire one, I think that.
Oh, what is it?
I think so. I just remember the Hex Girls came out and everyone was like, how dare they represent Wicca in a children's cartoon?
Oh, yeah.
And
That was a big
then
deal.
it was like, really? People? Really?
Did you guys ever watch any of the older movies like the Boo School?
Yeah, the Go School. And,
Boo School. Was it the Boo Brothers?
Where?
The Boo
What was
Brothers,
the
the
one
fifth-
where Shaggy turned into a werewolf?
The Curse of the Werewolf.
Curse of the Werewolf.
I liked
yeah.
that one.
And there's one where
I
they
don't
meet.
remember many of them.
I think there's one with Casper too.
I don't think there was a Casper one.
Was
That-
there not a Casper one? But
No.
the maybe I'm thinking of the Booze Brothers, because that's where they're in the mansion with the three ghosts.
Oh,
right?
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I think he might have been in there. I don't know. It's been a
Yeah,
while since I've seen those. But
I
Booze
have-
Ball was great.
I have almost all those on DVD still. I really
But
like those
Ghoul
movies.
School, was that a movie? Because I know that was a show too.
It was a movie first.
Okay, because that's when they wrote out Fred and Velma.
Yeah,
for like
they were TV
5
movies.
years. Yeah, they wrote out Fred and Velma for like 6-7 years because they just wanted to streamline the main cast. I forgot about that. Those were the Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages.
They even reference it in 13 Ghosts. Hey, Fred, Daphne, Velma, where were you?
Going down by. Going down by. Wrong franchise.
Everybody on call has seen this, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Miss Lena. I love that they really did take this movie in a direction where they were like, I think it's time we really put something very actually supernatural at the forefront of one of these, because they spend so much time being like everything they deal with is fake. To make it actually supernatural was such a cool twist on the narrative.
And that guy right there was Jim Cummings. He voices Tigger. He voiced
Yeah, what-
a lot of
Everyone,
things.
everybody. He voices everybody.
He's in everything.
What's going on? Let's get ready to Schmodown podcast. I'm gonna guess that's got to be Suge, right?
Probably. One would assume. Gasp! I didn't know you had a dog.
I think for season 2 of Scary Movie Squad, I might make the logo look like the Mystery Gang logo.
Don't get us sued, Chris. Just don't get us sued.
I'll get used to.
We're gonna get sued by Scooby-Doo.
Scooby sued.
I love the score for this movie.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's nice. There's a lot of care put into a direct-to-video movie too. You don't get that anymore.
Well, for a long time in the 90s when VHS and DVD were really big, direct-to-video movies actually had some sort of time and effort put into it. Like, not every one of them was done very cheaply.
I also want to commend the movie because this movie has like so many twists and turns. It's ridiculous for a kids show.
This was his interview for his role in Princess and the Frog. It's legit. Just the same. It's the same voice.
Who? Jim Cummings?
Yeah, he was
Raymond.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Princess and the
Raymond the
Frog in a
Firefly.
while.
It's almost exactly the same voice.
Scoop
But there's a
space
little.
right
there's
there.
obviously more rasp
Yeah.
in the human version.
I just love that Scoob is so obsessed with cats, even the catfish makes him mad.
Well, catfish make
Yeah, I
everyone mad. I mean, look at them.
No, they make me happy because they taste very good.
Only when they're like fried.
What do you think the best ever direct-to-video movie is?
Whoa,
Oh,
ever?
wow.
I know the answer to that.
Lion King 2. No, I don't know. What a big ass.
Look, I'll say, to be honest, it's between this and Tremors 2.
Really?
I'm surprised, PJ.
What did you think I was going to say?
Well, I have two in mind. The first
Okay.
is Trick or Treat.
Oh,
Ooh,
well,
yeah.
okay, Trick or Treat I didn't go to only because it did technically have a theatrical release. A small one. And I had a hard time, but I give it to you.
And the other one is an extremely goofy movie.
Oh.
Ooh, that's good.
I was gonna say Beauty and the Beast and the Enchanted Christmas.
That's a good one, too.
That's a good one, too.
Love that.
Starship
movie.
Troopers 3 is pretty good.
I never saw that one, actually. Is it good?
It's pretty good.
One of the Universal Soldier sequels, I think it was the new Regeneration, was actually quite good, and that came out a couple of years ago.
If you're in the chat, put what your favorite direct-to-video movies are of all time.
I also want to
That's
say
such a
Lion King
hard-
2 is really good too.
It is really good.
We are at approximately 19, 24, 25, 26.
That was for you, Matt, because we saw you got lost.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Pumbaa.
Is that Mark?
Hunting.
Is Mark Hamill in this? I don't remember.
That is Mark Hamill.
That's Mark Hamill, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Doing his best, not real Crocodile Dundee.
He has a hunting pig.
I mean, the answer to this question is undoubtedly Patrick Hogue.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Hogue.
Yeah. He's a
Mike
zombie.
K says his favorite DTV film of all time is Batman Under the Red Hood.
That's a good one, too.
It's a goodie.
I like Batman and the Ninja Turtles.
I'm partial to Justice
Wait,
League Dream.
Schmodown fans tweeting disagreeing with PJ about theatrical releases. Oh, God, please don't let that happen. I don't need that.
You know what else is good was Tiny Toons My Summer Vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot
where-
about that.
Yeah, I forgot.
That's a good
They
one.
pick up the hitchhiker, right? And he's creepy. Yeah.
Moonscar Island is such a great name for a
So
creepy
good.
place that you shouldn't go.
I'll be right
Well,
back.
yeah,
I'm just
you
gonna
hear it and you're just like, yeah, I don't think I want to go there.
And
A
yet
band?
also, knowing me, I would also want to go there.
Bandcamp was straight to.
So
DVD,
here's the
straight to
question.
video?
Yeah.
Wow.
If
Yes.
a movie plays at film festivals, but never is released to the public in theaters, is it direct-to-video or not? Because Trick or Treat only played festivals. And
So I'll say this: if it plays a festival, I can theoretically use it in questions for the Schmodown.
Okay,
So that would make
Uh-huh.
it a theatrical release.
okay. I still surmise it's the best DTV film of all time, but that's okay.
Well, it also helps that it was originally supposed to be theatrical.
Yeah, that's true. That's
know,
such a great
Do we
movie.
count like
Yeah.
Netflix movies as straight to VOD?
It depends on them because some of them do get theatrical releases now.
Well, yeah, but like what I
If,
mean.
if they only go directly to Netflix, I count them as straight to video, but I would still count them like towards my top 10 of the year, theoretically.
Right.
Okay.
But like last year I saw Marriage Story and The Irishman in theaters.
Right. But like before that, you had movies that didn't get released in theaters at all that were quite good. Like
Yeah.
Mudbound was never in theaters.
No, Mudbound played.
Was it?
Some, yeah. There's some theaters in New York at least that played it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Alex. I loved the Supernatural crossover. I thought it was so good. Ooh, Matt came in hot. He liked those Land Before Time ones that they did. Those were
They weren't all direct. They weren't all direct to VOD. There was, I think, starting at the third one.
Yeah. Fifel had a couple too after the second one because Fifel Goes West was still theatrical. That was Jimmy Stewart's last movie.
I love those movies.
Yeah,
They're
which
just
Me too.
Jewish allegories.
They're
They are.
great movies, but it's just weird that was his last movie.
Return of the Joker, as I saw in the chat, is good. It's just that you have to have a lot of the lore about the animated series in your head when you watch it. So I don't know if it's good as a standalone direct-to-video.
Look at this guy in the chat. Anyone else got your PJ Campbell Network sweatshirts like Sean Sullivan? We'd love to see pictures. You should tweet them at us.
Make sure they're exactly like the one that you tweeted at us before.
Also, he wants you to know that the TeePublic link is also there in the chat. Sean, I love you.
Sean definitely doesn't get a 5% cut of our sales. So
It's accurate.
All right, guys, I gotta say, I'm so glad we're doing this. It just makes me so happy. I'm having so much nostalgia overload right now.
Mm-hmm. I just remember seeing a lot of these clips in that preview before Quest for Camelot, and it's just a lot of memories.
I like the animation in this. So I miss hand-drawn movies, you guys.
Yeah, I do as well.
I miss how they looked. As an animator, I can see how that it would be a pain in the ass if something was like messed up and you couldn't go digitally.
they still do really nice ones in Japan.
They do.
Well, yeah.
They do.
Well, 100%.
Mike, I'm going to be honest with you. What's the new one? Because I am a little out of the loop. You're going to have to let me know because I am unsure right now.
There's a new Scooby?
I mean, there's one like every year, so I'm sure he'll be able to give me the deets on
The
that.
skinny.
I hope they didn't
The
replace the
Scoop.
cast with the Scoob cast, though.
There's no way. There's 0% chance. Oh, that's right. This one I did see the trailer for this. There's Scarecrow is the villain in it from Batman.
Yeah, I think it's a Batman.
And what's her name? Elvira's in it also.
Yeah.
Weird.
The trailer's really quite good. If you guys haven't seen it, Happy Halloween
you're
2
right.
it does look very
About
cool.
Batman. When that trailer came out for the new Batman movie, there was some silly conspiracy theory that the Riddler is actually the Joker pretending to be a Riddler because he's wearing a mask.
Oh God.
But what you don't know is the Riddler is actually just Shaggy in a mask. It's actually a Batman Scooby-Doo crossover. And he's going to pull off his mask and be like, Zoink!
And it's Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, it's Matthew Lillard, 100%.
They have so many more villains to delve besides the Riddler. I hope they stay away from him.
From the Joker, yeah.
Yeah, we've already seen him.
I mean, when are we going to get a Clayface movie? I mean,
I'd love
come
to see
on.
Clayface in a film.
When are we
That'd be
going to get a
awesome.
Man-Bat movie? I mean, come on.
Why does animated food always look good?
It does, because it represents the most delicious version of the food in your mind.
Yeah, I want
There's
them
no
to do
flaws.
Clayface, and I want Clancy Brown to play Clayface.
That'd be dope.
Awesome. I don't think you're joking. That'd be great.
That would be pretty
I'm
cool.
not joking at all. Why
Yeah.
would I
That'd
joke
be
about
pretty
Clancy Brown?
Yeah,
Clancy Brown is not a laughing matter.
no.
When are we going to get the Calendar Man? When are we going to get I just want all the obscure ones.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I'm just tired of Joker. But yeah. But back to Scooby. That's a big thing of milk.
Oh, Almost Human 2. That's interesting. What a pool, Shug.
Was Heavy Metal straight to video?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that was theatrical.
According to the internet, Boondock Saints is straight to video, but I thought it
No,
was-
it had a theatrical
I thought
run.
it was theatrical, but when I was looking it up, they kept pulling it in lists, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was theatrical.
The second one was, I know that for sure, because I saw it in theaters twice.
That's an interesting thought, that it's Hush, and Riddler is doing it all behind the scenes.
Oh, I've thought about the Hush thing. Yeah.
I
that'd
could
be
see
great.
something like that happening. Not to go
You guys
too
never
far.
read the Hush storyline, like Batman comics. are
Okay,
amazing.
real quick, this is one of the coolest moments in any Scooby-Doo anything, I think.
Mhm.
Because this is, again, the first time we really start to see some of the real supernatural stuff. I think the animation's really great, but I love the way that they did it. It's
I
so
wonder
good.
where the like very
Way
common
out.
idea of supernatural occurrences making the air go cold comes from.
I mean,
Because movies, TV, novels,
Yeah,
whatever,
everyone does it.
Always.
it always comes down to the people who tell the stories that every time that they see something, they get cold when it happens.
Which is honestly, it's just a body response.
Yeah.
They should do a series of shorts where Shaggy and Scooby just go to like, today we're going to
Yeah.
Red Lobster.
Yeah.
The cheddar
Yeah.
biscuits get a 6.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's actually
No,
not
you're-
good for a glutton to actually be a food critic because you'll think everything's delicious.
When your body gets scared,
Yeah.
it floods blood to your center, your core, to prepare for your fight or flight response. Which is why you get cold. Which is just legitimately like the science of fear.
God, that right there
Sorry.
is so good. I love the way they did that. I just get so excited watching this, you guys.
Hey,
Sorry.
guys.
I just love how on the camera
Stay
he's
Hunting is starting. Season 3 of Netflix's The Haunting of should just be a really scary live-action Scooby-Doo show.
I'd be down with that.
The Haunting of the Mystery Machine.
That'd be really fun. They are really going on a close to an upskirt moment here.
I just really appreciate that they really went for having this, like, we really are doing the supernatural thing, and so really putting them through a ringer out the gate with it made a lot of sense.
Yeah. Because it also allows them to be a little meta with their previous stuff. So
Remember-
what I didn't get here is that why did it cut to a close up of her if he only has one camera?
Hello, Donald.
Hi, Donald.
Oh, hi.
Guys, remember those old video cameras like that with the where you
Yeah.
could that's such a. I love the design of the ghosts.
Oh yeah,
It looks like Ian McShane in Pirates 4.
it does.
Okay, Malcolm said, "What's the best cartoon crossover that doesn't feature Scooby-Doo?" For me, it's Flintstones versus Jetsons. It's actually Flintstones meeting the Jetsons. It's not versus. I promise you that. Number one.
No,
That is really
they
good.
battle. They battle to the death.
What?
I love the cartoon where it's like Yogi Bear, Casper, and all of them go to a house in the woods to have a holiday party.
It was the Hanna-Barbera holiday crossover.
Yeah, that one's really fun.
Definitely not Rugrats Go Wild.
Definitely not Rugrats Go Wild. That is correct.
Another good one though was the Sesame Street and Muppet crossover at the holiday
No.
house too.
Animated though.
Animated, my bad.
That's a great one though. The Muppet Holiday Special is one of my favorites.
I just watched Phineas and Ferb's Marvel crossover today with Kara.
How was that?
Quite good. It was quite good.
One of mine is Phineas and Ferb meeting. What's that new one that Weird Al does the voice on? Oh God! They did a show that was done by the same guys who did Phineas and Ferb, and it's really, really fun. And I can't remember what it is. Milo Murphy's Law, yes, and they crossed over with that, and it's really, really good.
I like the Lilo and Stitch Kim Possible crossover.
Oh, that one's good too.
I forgot
That
about
one's really
that.
good.
Is that the one where the three Duff Killigan and the other guys are like teamed up with the
Lilo and Stitch did a couple crossovers. I think they did one with Recess also.
I like
They
how
also
she's
did one with
literally
Proud
just
Family.
casually wrecking this lady's kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Whoops, jinkies.
What is that? Is Patty Pat Hogue? Because that's like the only thing Pat Hogue talks about is the Shimmy Timmy Power Hour.
He does talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Pirate.
Morgan Moonsky.
Yeah, Malcolm likes Rugrats Go Wild. I guess we got to be nice to him tonight.
Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
I want to say they had a Dexter's Lab crossover with something, and I can't remember what it was.
My favorite piece of information that I just discovered is if you Google best crossovers ever, it's all about the best basketball crossovers and nothing to do with
That's amazing.
different entertainment properties meeting in the same episode or film.
I mean, to be
there's also the don't do drugs thing with like the Ninja Turtles and like Tiny Toon Adventures.
okay, I left one out. Batman and TMNT. That movie rocks.
I mentioned that earlier.
I totally didn't hear you say that. That is awesome.
Not about the crossovers. I just talked about it when we were talking about DTV movies in general.
Yeah, that
I
one.
have that on Blu-ray. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I have it on 4K. I think it's
Oh
spectacular.
well, I'm sorry. I don't have it on 4K.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When they crossed over
Get on my
Archer
level,
and
Max.
Bob's Burgers, that was really good.
Oh no, it's my enemy. Cats.
Cats.
I hate cats.
Memories. Are
No,
alone
stop
in the
it.
moonlight.
Magical Mr. Mustafa.
Believe.
All right, I'm gonna leave this now. You guys have a great
Oh.
night.
Yeah.
I don't like that musical at all. That shot right there is fantastic.
Static
The
Shock in
frog,
the
yeah.
Justice League, Patty says.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, that one's good. That's not
That
technically a
was the
crossover
number
since
one
they're
that
both in
came
the
up on
same
the list for
universe.
best NBA crossovers. Allen Iverson, absolutely right.
Static Shock and Justice League, although that is crossover, technically is in the same DCAU, so I wouldn't get. But yeah, that's good though. There's actually two of them that they did. I like that one. That one's good.
Oh yeah, Skimble Shanks. Of all the cats and cats, Skimble Shanks fucks the hardest.
Gimbal Shanks.
Okay, let's not talk about cats.
Have you seen it?
I've seen the
Then-
musical. I haven't seen the movie
I think we
yet.
should do
that's-
a cats watch along of the movie.
We should, and then we should just all like we should do a drunk one, a drunk watch along.
We should
easily.
double feature that with the Clone Wars movie.
No.
With
No.
what?
I don't want to end my life on camera. Thank you.
Wait, wait. You said Skimble Shanks is the one who fucks the hardest, but like Rumtum Tugger, I thought was just like generally the one that people assumed.
In the movie, my argument is that Skimble Shanks fucks the hardest.
Well, yeah, but I thought we were talking about just overall.
Jared, I don't need to be drunk to watch the live action Scooby-Doo.
I like the live action. I like both of them.
I do too. The casting is incredible.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think there's enough drugs in the world to get me to do it.
I would do it like right now. If we just stayed on, I would do it.
Tara Strong is great as Lena, Alex. And she actually follows me on Twitter, of all things.
She's in a lot of things.
PJ, you were just like in a braggadocious mood, aren't you?
PJ
I
just
have
wants us to stop talking about cats.
I really do.
4K. She follows me on Twitter. I'm single and available. Here's my number.
I am single and available.
I
That's
know
true.
you are.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
This is such a great shot, by the way. Again, I love the way that they really dive deep into this is a creepy supernatural thing, and this freaked me out a lot as a kid.
Mhm.
I mean, it is hard to argue that Who Framed Roger Rabbit isn't the best crossover. I mean, that's pretty legit.
Yeah,
also
that's
the
not a
Lego
wrong
movie
answer.
too.
Yeah, Lego movie counts.
I mean, technically.
This shot is just so good.
Like this whole sequence is like we are about to get
Yeah.
like
I
the
love
best
the-
sequence.
I love how
Of
it
all
becomes a
time.
zombie again. Oh, it looks so cool.
Like just
I-
so good.
I do think also that Moonbeard here is like one of the most three-dimensional villains that Scooby's ever had because of what happened to him. So.
This actually legitimately did freak me out as a kid. Enough that I think it gave me nightmares the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
And I think that was a testament to the fact that they really did take it seriously.
They did
It wa-
not hold back.
No, it was the first time it didn't feel like that it was kind of a joke. And that's what I've always appreciated. And I think that's why I remember it so fondly. And I know we're going to say that a lot as we go on. It's not a long movie, so it's easy to say it a lot. But, like, it just works.
Lego Scooby-Doo movie?
Uh-uh.
No, me neither.
I never heard of that.
I honestly didn't really see a lot of the Lego movies that they did outside of the theatrical ones.
I like all the theatrical ones.
I still need to see the second movie. I still haven't seen it.
It's real good. I actually really like Ninjago movie.
Ninjago rocked. Batman is fantastic.
I'm just surprised they decided on Ninjago. It's just such a.
I was too, but I thought it worked really well, and I really liked the live action scenes that bookend it with Jackie Chan.
Oh, that's
yeah,
a thing.
it was really they had honestly no right to be as good as it was.
And Justin Theroux doing his best Will Arnett impression.
Yeah.
Lloyd, we can have a talking like this contest.
Oh man, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. Shug. Freddy vs. Jason is a good crossover.
It's not a good movie though.
I mean, it's fun as fuck. It's not good, but I enjoy it.
The Grudge versus The Ring.
I would love that. Can you imagine?
No, it's
They
real.
did it.
There's a Japanese movie.
Oh my
Yeah, they
God.
did it. It wasn't very good.
I'm so out of the loop.
It wasn't very good, but they
No.
already did it.
Max, you should look it up. When that was coming out, the Japanese baseball league had the Grudge and the Ring Girls throwing out the first pitch and trying to hit it at the baseball games.
It was so creepy because
That's
they did it
incredible.
like in character.
Because I've seen all the Ringu movies. I
Yeah.
didn't know they did a Grudge crossover.
Yes, they did.
I still need to
And
see this
it
year's
was a thing.
Grudge with
Was it
John
better
Cho.
than Wild
Yeah, I do
Thornberrys
too.
and Rugrats?
I hear mixed things.
Yeah, that's why it hits different, Patty. She was going to say this isn't the first time Scooby's really dealt with actual supernatural stuff, but it hits differently because they take it so seriously, and that's why it works. Because I think that some of the other ones, obviously, again, like the Ghoul School and like, you know, the Reluctant Werewolf, that's all supernatural, but it's still played up as a joke.
Yeah.
This was taken like they were dealing with a very real case and stuff like that. So it just hits very differently.
Also, when this was made, they weren't really thinking about continuity. They were just trying to make a good movie. They built the continuity around this.
Yeah. Jared Simpson brought up Alien VP Requiem, and now I really am sad because I forgot that movie existed until he made me think about it.
Dan is in favor of Drunk Cats. I feel like this should be like the first one we do after Spooky Squad is over.
I just have. Oh God, I.
Miss Blake.
This is your room, Miss Blake.
I always wondered if having those two across the hall from each other was a play off of Temple of Doom, in the fact that, you know, Indy's room and what's her name's room are across the hall. That's so good.
Yeah, Drunk Cats would be really good.
Really, really stop.
It's gonna happen now. It's in the universe.
That owl looks cute.
This owl.
I know.
know.
Scoop's eyes just. Oh man.
Ooh, and then he tries to turn his head around.
Drunk motherfucking cows.
All right, make the
He
drunk.
like tries
cats
to
go
do
away.
like full exorcist, and it's just so uncomfortable.
I know.
Honestly, this sequence, I remember it so well, and it's so funny.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah, imagine going into like a mirror and seeing something on the other side of it.
Hello.
Hey, Bador, what's
Oh,
going
hi.
on? Welcome to our chaotic Scooby-Doo.
In which we've talked more about cats than we have Scooby-Doo.
For some reason. I mean, there are cats in this movie.
There's a
Do
cat
any of
there.
them sing? I don't know.
Also,
You know
it
what
was
this
Willie
movie
Scott.
has going
Willie
for it?
Scott.
So far, no scenes about drowning babies.
You're right.
And no Simon Cowell.
Yoinks.
No Simon Cowell is a plus.
You're right.
No, Kristen, have you seen Scoob yet? There's an entire
No,
part of that movie that's
I'm
crux is
fine.
about
I'm
Simon
fine.
Cowell.
I'm fine. Generally, I'm fine.
Imagine a movie coming out in 2020 where the crux of the joke is that Simon Cowell is still a thing.
Should have been Mark Cuban.
That would have been better.
At least more relevant.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to make a new film and the punchline is going to be Dick Van Dyke.
That would have been funnier.
I mean, I actually do like.
I mean, Dick Van Dyke is always relevant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Patty's like, let's not talk about Simon Cowell and Scoob. Just no, exactly. That's how we all feel.
You're not wrong.
I kind of like how they sprinkle all this throughout, where
Yeah.
they're really setting up that they clearly built off of these people's, you know, actual
Yeah.
stuff and like stole their land, stole their things, and that's why these ghosts are still around.
It's a very it's a commentary.
Do you know the story about why Casey Kasem isn't in this movie?
I actually don't. Is
So
there a real story for it?
He was supposed to be in the film as Shaggy,
Okay.
but he had recently gone vegan and demanded that Shaggy also go vegan.
Oh, that's
I heard
right.
about
I
that,
forgot
yeah.
about that.
And they
And
said,
they said
no.
no. They said
Even
were
though,
like-
do they show him eating?
Yeah, he's
they
already-
show
he
him
already
eating
started
a
getting,
lot
like-
of cheese.
A lot of sandwiches.
It's a lot of cheese,
He's
really.
eating gumbo right now.
Yeah, it could be vegetarian gumbo.
I totally forgot about that. That is
I don't
such an
think that was
interesting
worth
theory.
it. That they should have.
I mean, the thing you see him
Comedy.
eating the most in this movie is hot peppers. So
Also, him being a vegan makes sense because it's.
I
why
had
he's
some
so skinny.
shishito peppers this afternoon, some of which were hot.
sounds good. Meow. Memories.
I will rage quit this thing over this goddamn cat's nonsense.
That is the goal.
Looks like I have another episode of Suddenly Soundtracks to do.
Oh my god, we have to make Pat be on.
Nope. God, no.
Aaliyah would be great for that one,
Yeah.
by the way. She loves Cats, the musical. Unironically loves the movie. Like, just...
Of course. Welcome, guys, to our pre-production meetings.
Yeah, there you go.
I also like the
Well,
lighting and
artist,
shadows
but that
of
was
it.
the point, was that, yeah, Shaggy's not vegan, but he was hoping that they could make him vegan. There's nothing wrong with doing it in the end if they want to. I mean, characters can evolve and grow. That's also very important to me. Like, I think that characters evolving and growing is always a good thing for any franchise. It's why I love The Last Jedi so much, because it took a character and it evolved it and made him grow.
I mean, they're literally sucking crawfish heads out.
This
Yeah.
is true. When I was younger, I thought these were just more peppers. Because I had never seen a crawfish.
You didn't see the claw on the hand?
No, I just assumed they were weird looking peppers. I was like, what the heck? Why are they eating these peppers this way? Like sucking.
I think
the
I was like that
peppers.
too as a kid.
I had never seen a crawfish, I don't think. They literally say crawfish in the stinking thing. Rats.
Yeah, that's definitely not a vegetarian thing to do.
I am not enjoying this.
You're not enjoying the cats?
Too many cats. Cats make me want to make a noise like Chris made on Halloween.
All I know is that as we watch this, Max is literally Scoob, just chasing the cats, and he's like, "Screw all the cats."
Where's the cat? Oh, that's you.
Patty says, "I don't know when Casey would come back. He did eventually come back. I mean, he also voiced Shaggy's father in Mystery Inc. because Matthew Lillard voiced him in Mystery Inc. So I know he definitely did come back to the franchise in some sort of capacity. I just don't remember if he ever came back as Shaggy full time. Oh, he was in Legend of the Vampire, artist said. So there we go.
There you go. See, and there's more peppers. I just think everything red in this movie is a pepper.
Okay, get that off the damn screen. I love that effect. It's so good.
And then, like, Super Spookums is happening right behind
Yeah.
them.
And again, to really treat it seriously, to have their heads underwater when this starts to happen is so brilliant. Oh, it's so good, man.
But, like, we're getting in it. We're about to get to the best part of the whole movie.
It's like you're named after it tonight.
It's my favorite. It's
Don't-
literally...
And guys, don't forget, we do have a Streamlabs account. I went ahead and put that over in the chat. If you guys can donate a few shekels to help us keep the lights on, it goes a long way. So thank you guys always for the support as we get to one of the best parts of the movie.
Tips!
This is really disturbing for kids. This part with the yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's a lot of guys in masks. What was the budget of this villain?
Yep. Whoa.
Oh, that shot right here always
It's
creeped me
really
out.
cool.
It's so good.
Sweet.
And there's something to be said too about Scooby-Doo. Definitely went in on they're slow walking zombies, but they also could be faster too.
Yeah.
Hey, they left the lights on. They left the lights on in the car.
What are you doing, Max?
Is he frozen?
No.
Oh,
I was being a zombie. I was getting in touch with my inner zombie.
I forgot that there was this
Zombie.
whole intermission
Zombie.
before we get to the goods.
I like how that pie looks like a pizza.
Yeah, the pecan pie didn't look as appetizing as the rest of the
It looked
food
like
in this
Chicago
show.
deep dish. It wasn't appetizing.
Ghosts! Oh, another cat. Oh my god.
Ghosts. Do we say pecan or do we say pecan?
Pecan pie.
Who
Pecan
cares?
pie.
Everyone knows pumpkin is superior.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
pumpkin
agree with
pie.
you, but also because I'm allergic to pecans.
But also, we all know it's really about cherry pie, you guys.
No, it's banana cream pie.
No, it's
It's really about the New York
pumpkin
slice of
peach
cheesecake.
apple.
It's really about
It's whatever pie I
good
feel like
old-fashioned
making,
Florida
honestly.
key lime pie.
So, guys, this Sunday for the PJ Campbell show, we're going to be talking about our top 10 pies.
I would do that. I
You
would make.
joke.
I would make a pie.
joke.
I
But
would
I've
make a pie
already
for it.
begun.
Chris,
making
don't,
a list in my head.
I
remember
would
the
make
last-
a pie.
every time we've made a joke, it's actually become some sort of episode. So let's not go that far.
I would
Oh,
argue
God.
instead of top 10 pies, we just do our top 10 overall desserts.
I was gonna make
Goodness
a brown
gracious.
sugar peach pie for our anniversary, and then my
Well,
peaches
good.
went bad.
The chat is literally just talking about pie now.
Pie is good. There's nothing
Guys,
wrong with
pumpkin
pie.
After we get off, I think I'm going to order some pie.
And
Oh man, I want pie right
I
now.
need to buy some
Damn it.
peaches.
No, Dan, I'm gonna. If Dan keeps talking about cats, I'm gonna friggin' ban that dude from the chat for 5 minutes.
what is this magical Mr. Miss Topher over there?
Pie is great, Fedor. I agree with you. I'm with Patty. She said, "Yep, totally being reminded now that this is one of the few zombie-related movies I can actually watch without being a complete coward." And when I was younger, I felt the same way. I watch a lot of them now. What is that sound? Oh God!
What's down?
Oh, it's that. Great.
What's your favorite zombie movie?
I'm just gonna make
My-
cat sounds until we
Yeah.
agree to do
I-
the
I
stream.
was just gonna chat too, but yeah.
My favorite zombie movie is Day of the Dead.
That's fair.
Although I also really love the 28 Weeks and 28 Days Later films.
Yeah, I would say that's probably mine.
What are you guys' thoughts on Walking Dead, like the show?
I like the first
Um,
two seasons.
The storyline is cyclical, and they utilize cliffhangers
To get ratings. Yeah.
to get people to watch the next episode, in which everything is very cyclical and it all is.
This was the first time
Yep.
it really was so crazy to me that it was not a man in a mask. And
No.
just how crazy this is.
Well, Fred thinks it's the cheapest and fakest mask he's ever seen. Because he's seen so many zombies.
One of the first episodes of Scooby-Doo was Beware the Creeper, and he was
All
a
right.
zombie.
Can we just talk about the fact that what Fred's about to do is he goes so macho that he pulls someone's head off? That just feels not good.
Exactly,
Train to
Dan.
Busan is great, Jared. That's a great
Train to
call.
Busan is so
I'm
good.
I want
surprised
to
it's got
put
past the
Peninsula.
censors.
I know, I want to see Peninsula so badly.
I'm surprised that got past the censors.
What?
Him ripping off his head.
Yeah, well, no
Well,
blood.
I mean, it's a zombie, so he's already dead. like he puts it on upside down and has to turn it around. Because at the end of the day, this is still an animated movie for children, so it still has to be kind of funny.
Anna and the Apocalypse is very good, Partis. I'm a big fan of that one.
What's Anna and the Apocalypse?
Jared just said if this were a Man in a Mask, Fred would be looking at years in San Quentin. Not wrong.
Yeah, he's not
Burbling. What a great caption.
Yeah.
Burbling. Run.
Shaun of the Dead, of course, is good.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead is great.
And
I s-
Wreck is good.
Wreck is good.
What's the one with that
Do you
Peter
consider
Jackson?
Evil Dead 2 a zombie movie?
I mean, I think so. If you think 28 Days Later is a zombie movie, then I would say
That's
yes.
different though, because it doesn't involve like the Book of the Dead bringing things back to life.
Yeah, but it involves the rage virus, which isn't technically a zombie virus. Like it is, but it's not. Like it's
It's still more of a. I mean, I do like Evil Dead, but I've never considered those zombie movies.
I feel like you just.
It's always been more possession to me.
I mean, they're definitely dead, though, right? Like
No,
they're
not all of
raising
them.
the dead.
Not
Some
all
of
of
them
them.
are. Most of them are.
I don't know.
I mean, the
This should
name
get
is
debated
Deadite, you
later.
know.
It'd be a good debate because what if zombie movies becomes a category?
Well, we can't because it's finally time.
Yeah.
It's finally terror time again.
There it is.
It's such a good song. It's so good.
And it's terror time again. That you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just might die of fright. It's terror time. Yeah, man, it's so good.
It's a good song. It's
so good.
as they say, it slaps.
Yeah, as the kids do say, it slaps.
It slaps.
And it's such a great chase song. Like, I don't know, man. It just works. I want to say that I definitely had this soundtrack as a kid.
Is it on Spotify? I might look it up. I like
Oh,
it.
Reef isn't brought up Brain Dead. Brain Dead is really good.
That's fair. Is that the
Jackson.
Peter Jackson one?
Peter Jackson.
No.
Dead Alive? Is that
Yeah.
that one? I don't like when movies have two names.
That's fair. You know, Scooby-Doo, the live-action ones, also had a really good soundtrack back in the day.
Was it score or actually original songs?
It's a good. That was good. Good song.
that's a
good,
great song.
Good song. Good song. Good song. That's a bop, as the kids say. A bop.
Bop, bop, bop.
BANANA. Terror time.
Jinkies.
Jinkies.
I think that's the first time she said that this whole movie. I think so.
I love that he's just playing with it. No big deal.
She's just like beating him up. So good. And she just punches him in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Apparently, Let's Get Ready to Spin Out sent in a Streamlabs.
I will go take a look in just a moment.
Both screaming, bats screeching. What are everyone's thoughts on bats?
That was really generous of
I
you
like
guys.
bats.
I like bats.
Yeah, bats are fine.
I think bats are pretty cute.
Richard J from Let's Get Ready to Spin Out donated $20 to us. So
Aw.
thanks, Rich.
Aww.
Did he say anything?
Did he say anything? Let me just see. I don't think from the email you can say.
Ghoul friends.
Well, I can tell you.
Sorry.
Let me look.
Cool, because I
We're
think it's
not
under your PayPal.
looking for ghoul friends, Scoob.
So Eric did. He said, "Hell yeah, I want to keep the PJ Campbell Network lights on. Love all the people on the screen. Just wonderful people that bring joy to my life and inspire me to work harder and be a better person. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Eric.
bud.
You're the best. And go crush your interview with David B, man. David B is
Mhm.
great.
Good person.
Good person. Thank you for stopping by tonight, man. I hope your dinner was good. It looked really good. He tweeted a picture out of us showing that he was watching the watch along while having dinner.
Aw, I like dinner.
They're the best people. They're great.
They really are.
They're good peeps.
The Shrimp community is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Chris, I'm sending you the thing that you just needed.
That was me.
Or is it you, Max? I'll send it to
Yeah,
you.
sorry.
They're fine. There we go.
So suspicious that they have been living here and not seen zombies before, you know? It's so suspicious. Yes, Jinkies. A clue. I love how Velma doesn't say anything, even though she knows for a fact.
Right.
Like, she knows. Like, this is when you come out and say, hey guys, this is a trap.
Yeah, but Velma loves to keep investigating stuff,
Yeah,
though.
I know.
So,
But she knows it. She knows that it's wrong, right? She knows. She just lets them walk blindly into a trap. Come on, Velma. You can do better than that. Well, you see, you are in the place that they approved the Cats movie.
I do kind of like that this like ties in zombies with voodoos, because if you go back and watch like the OG zombie movies, like
it was all
zombie,
voodoo,
it was
yeah.
all voodoo based.
Yeah. Well, like the original idea for it was all voodoo based.
If they went through the other tunnel, they would have met the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that would have been a very different movie.
Dude, Scooby-Doo meeting the Ninja Turtles not happening needs to now happen. I would watch that. This was such an interesting turn to me, too, like, because it felt so sinister in the way that it was done.
Well, yeah, because they have no redeeming qualities once you like they don't have any, like, I mean, their original story is maybe kind of sad, but also like what they do to people for
Right.
many years is not at all sympathetic.
The story, though, is.
Moon dial. We already have.
This was creepy, too.
Yeah,
Her
this was
transformation. Oh, my God. I love it, though.
Like, it's really well animated.
Max screamed.
It was a farce.
I know.
Magic wax. That part always made me laugh.
Wow, that's violent.
Yes.
In case you were wondering, there is currently some intense music.
You shouldn't be.
Right, Jared? It's freaking rude. Abby stealing my stuff on Twitter.
What is she stealing?
So she tweeted out a little bit ago. She was like, "Did anyone else think the world used to be black and white and then very recently got color because of black and white films, or is that just me?" When I've literally told people that when I was a kid, I thought the world was black and white because of all the black and white movies and television I used to watch, and then somewhere along the way when it transitioned to color was when the world became color. I really thought that when I was little.
Well, that happened.
Yeah.
I will keep my comments to myself on that one, folks.
I would not say anything.
I was a kid, okay? Obviously, kids are stupid.
As opposed to now?
Thank you, my friend. I always loved this flashback, by the way. I thought it was just so dark and creepy. Yeah, it just worked, man. What? That's what's up, Mike K. Mike gets me. Mike understands me.
This gets really dark for...
Yeah, alligators.
Yeah, they eat them. Like
it is tragic and dark. You're absolutely right, Patty.
Yeah.
Tragic and dark.
This is also kind of a black and white sequence, if you will.
I would argue it's sepia.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
You're welcome, Kristen. I got your back anytime.
Twin powers activate.
Indeed. We need to get rings.
We should. We just be like,
another show made by
PJ Campbell Network Twin Powers activate. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
No, we need something catchier.
Not like Wonder Twins. Would you be the person that turns into animals or the person that turns into forms of water? That was always my favorite. She gets to be super badass, and the boys just like a bucket of water.
You know what animals I really like?
Fish.
What kinds of animals? Cats? Oh.
Oh, because fish are, in fact, animals.
Yes.
Just throwing that out there.
Birds are also animals. If Sean was still watching, he would think that was funny.
That was a very select joke for a very select group of people.
It was. It really was.
It's a deep cut, if you will.
This is true. Gracias, Chris. I saw what you just put in.
Yep.
Meow meow?
We have to make our announcement for what next Monday is, and Chris just put a really nice graphic in there for us.
No, we're breaking the mold a little bit.
We are. We're breaking the mold just a tiny bit.
There's
Hint,
a reason
hint,
why.
hint.
I'm very excited to make the announcement. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. That thing.
Okay, that legitimately looks like a cat from Cats.
It does,
It
doesn't
actually
it?
does. I'm not going to lie.
But
He's gonna start breaking out into a soliloquy about his life, his name.
It's like,
Excuse me.
I just love that dude stood there long enough that all the zombies were able to overtake him. But also, what a terrible death to be torn apart by zombies.
They kind of look like they're just laying on top of him.
Well, we know what's really happening, though.
Yeah.
I think they're just giving him a bear hug.
Yes, Chris, that's definitely what they're doing. Bear hug.
just a rumple teaser.
Caterwauling, literally.
Yeah.
I do appreciate with how serious this is that Scooby and Shaggy falling in here.
Right. They literally just fall to the rescue like
Yeah.
zoinks.
Very on brand for them to just be like, oh, we fell in and saved you guys.
What are you guys doing charades?
It would have been a great ride at Universal.
There was a Hanna-Barbera ride at Universal.
Oh, there was. Yeah, you're right. That that
Wait.
table looks like a shark.
Like they go like full creeper. Like it gets like so creepy. Like the animation on this, like they go Super Saiyan. It's so creepy.
It really is.
Do you go cats?
Dan, you haven't even seen my final form.
Me too, Mike. Me too.
I don't think I remember it.
It's in this. So in Florida, it's in the theater that now holds the Minions ride.
I really appreciate the tourist
Same
zombies.
thing, where it was like the big auditorium that all moved.
Uh-huh.
So it was Hanna-Barbera, and then it was Jimmy Neutron, and
How
then
long?
Minions.
How long was it? Must have been there when I was there, so I must have ridden it when I was very young.
So it was around from 1990 until 2002.
Yeah, so I must have ridden it when I was there when I was 5.
And then it was Jimmy Neutron's Nicktoon Blast, and now it's Despicable Me Minion Mayhem.
There was an era at Universal where you could go to E.T., Twister, the Hanna-Barbera ride, Confrontation, and they were all open. Now all that E.T.'s...
Oh, look at these cats again. Right into the arms of the zombie.
But he's their friend.
It's so sad that these tourists probably died a horrible death
Like,
away
what
from
a
their
twist.
families.
Right.
And this guy's I can't tell.
What a
he is.
twist that the zombies are the good guys.
I kind of love that though too. Again, because this whole movie was very like breaking the mold and doing different things.
What a catastrophe.
I thought he was dead.
Hero zombie.
Apparently the cat guy didn't die, so apparently he was getting...
Cat got your tongue!
Jacques is kind of a dick. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he 100% is. Like, you just don't grab dogs' tails. That's really mean.
That's
Yeah.
really mean.
Oh my god.
Also,
Look at that blood!
Oh, that would
Look at
suck.
that bloody.
yeah. They try and steal their life force.
Oh no! Don't steal their life force. We
They
love
get
these guys.
super, like, gross looking.
That's
Yeah.
a good movie.
Which one?
Life Force?
Yes, it is.
Excuse me, I think you mean action figures? Not dolls.
I do find it interesting that they definitely go. This movie was really, really dark, so let's get a little bit comedic here towards
Yeah.
the end with everything. You know, lighten it up comparative to what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it ultimately is a movie for children.
Right.
You know? They can't go full crazy.
I feel like this would be PG-13.
It's
Yeah.
PG. I'm pretty sure. Sorry for the big yawn. No, I'm pretty sure this is PG.
It's not hard, Dan. Come on. Everybody knows how.
Just play with your action
I mean,
figures.
do you
There's a
not know
consequence.
how to voodoo? You do know how to voodoo.
It's just playing with action
Look, I even
figures
have a
except
voodoo
there's
account.
content.
Okay. What was that, Chris?
Voodoo is essentially about playing with action figures, but instead of an action figure and playing with it, it's with consequence. So
Yeah.
that thing looks like it's a whale's or a shark's penis, the way it's animated.
Cool.
Partis, they didn't get Simone and Mona dolls. They literally
Yeah,
just
they-
got pieces of their clothing.
Yeah, they just changed the piece because the magic wax is the thing that makes it work, not
Yeah.
there's no incantation or whatever. It's just magic wax. That's what they said.
At least they can be at peace now.
Oh,
I
goodbye.
love this. Dan, I love Chris's explanations.
There you go.
Oh,
Goodbye, best zombies, the tourist zombies. They were wonderful. They were beautiful. They deserved better.
That's that. Yeah, whatever that scream that Shaggy makes is awesome.
Aha!
Of course he is.
Aha!
No wonder he was a jerk the whole time.
Yep.
because he was part of the FBI.
Well. Oh,
Oh, those are some better
I
mice.
haven't.
That's
Look at
a
that.
beautiful
That's
shot.
a beautiful shot. Yeah. Dude, I would frame that and hang that.
Frame that and hang that.
Mm. Going down the bayou. You never know what you're gonna get.
What you see is what you get, and you ain't seen nothing yet.
I like how they try really hard to make it feel like these two are having a thing.
I know.
I don't think
They
it's-
try really hard.
Velma's a queen. She's in
PJ,
Yeah.
you're getting a 5-pointer live-action Scooby-Doo question.
Oh no.
Well, you see.
You ready?
Apparently.
What you got, Jared?
Yeah, we need to know.
It's been a bit since I've seen it, so we'll see if I can hit it.
This music is great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Also,
How do
Scooby!
you forget Scooby-Doo?
The hunting pig is still there, so
Okay,
thank God for that.
For 5 points, PJ. What does the voodoo maestro bless to keep himself safe from the dark apocalypse ritual?
Shoot.
Keep your hands up where I can see them.
Keep your hands up.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Scrappy-Doo. I don't remember.
Jared,
I
if you
really
can
don't.
put the answer in the chat because I also do not know.
It's like a. I feel like it's like a necklace or something.
It might be a
Chris,
tiki
when did
doll.
you change your name to Mystery Meatloaf Inc.?
Like well before the movie started.
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh. That's right.
Screaming
All
out
right.
how you hear
What the hell?
Wow.
So, this was really, really spectacular to revisit. No matter the fact that we spent so much goddamn time talking about cats. But I really, really love this movie, man. Like, I have a great time revisiting it. So I'm going to start with Chris. What did you think coming back to this film? Did it hold up?
Oh, it was great. I should probably not have changed my name to that 1 second. It was great. It was fun. It was really, really a blessing that this movie exists. I mean, it's just just a huge ball of nostalgia coming into your face and exiting like it was some sort of great rock concert. It was great. So yeah, I don't really have much to add. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun being here tonight.
I just
was
love your
terrible.
explanations for everything,
It's
Chris.
terrible.
You're the best. We love having you here. That's why. Maxwell, I know you hate cats, but did you enjoy your time going back to Zombie Island?
It's terror time again.
I guess I shouldn't even ask. Kristen, how about you?
It's still really good. It's lost maybe a little bit of the charm from when I had watched it as a child, just because I think so much of it is made to kind of appease a child, right? Because they can't make this completely serious. They also can't make it completely like infantile, right? So they do a good job of mixing the two. I just think that there are some parts where like nowadays I feel like they could have gone a little more, right?
Sure.
But back then this was so like no one had really done this for children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's kind of a little more common to see scary stuff for children. So yeah, I wish that it had gone a little further sometimes and been a little bit less like cutesy jokey, but at the same time you would have lost a lot of the Scooby-Doo character
Yeah,
if you
and the
had done it that
magic
way.
of
So like
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
there's definitely a balance that you have to hit, and for the most part it did perfectly. But yeah, just a little bit of the charm is lost, but not much. It's still really good. Like it's still really solid, and the animation is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish they stayed melted when they were melting their face, and it was like a permanent scar they had for the rest of the series. That would
Yeah, there you go.
That's dark, Chris.
That would have been dark. That would have been pretty dang dark. No, I mean it's definitely they put a lot of effort into it, and you could tell that they were trying really hard to go out there and do something really different.
Totally.
And it's held up so well. It's really held up very well.
I think there's a reason that we all look back on it so fondly still. Like, it really does hold up in that kind of regard. And just, it makes me happy, man. Like, even though it does go on the jokier side a little bit, it still hits kind of the terror beats that I was hoping for. I forgot about this.
Hello.
Yes.
This is a great time to announce that next week's watch along will be the Cats movie. It counts
No,
as
it will not.
animated because it was animated.
I will go over to you now, Max. What were you thinking while you watched it?
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it, despite all the cats.
Well,
It is fun. I really like the setup. I think it has a good mystery with a shockingly tragic backstory. I think it's dark. I think the zombies are creepy, and there's a nice subversion on what you expect from zombies. I think the characters all feel like themselves. The animation's beautiful, and Terror Time is a goddamn motherfucking bop and a half.
Yes, it is. There's no way that should be like an anthem for the rest of forever. And we did get another Streamlabs donation, this time from one Mr. Michael K., who said, man, I had such a great time revisiting this one. Movies like this are proof positive that Scooby-Doo is one of those evergreen franchises that will be around for many generations. And I agree with that. I think that's exactly why we're still talking about it now. I mean, this movie is over 20 years old now, and we're still revisiting it, still talking about it, because the characters in the world continue to be excellent and fun, and we get to keep revisiting them, which is why next Monday, if you guys are curious about what we're going to do.
That was early. I was off cue.
I know it was.
Okay.
You want to rewind that? So, because we've been talking about this, I guess you guys probably want to know what next Monday is. We are going to break the mold a little bit, and we are going to be doing Scooby-Doo 2002. We're going to do the live-action watch-along of Scooby-Doo this time around.
That's not an animated movie.
That Scooby-Doo is a CGI animated creature. We're breaking the mold for the Scary Movie Squad to do Scooby-Doo 2002, because how do you not? We've kind of been doing this, from television to the silver screen jumps and things like that, and it felt like a natural continuation to do Zombie Island to do jumping to Scooby-Doo in 2002. So I'm very, very excited to actually do this one as a live action watch along next week. Chris, are you as excited as I am?
Scooby-Doo 2002, it rhymes, just like let's do this, and yeah, let's do this. It's just, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's going to be fun. 2002 was a great year, and also the twist at the end. It's a fun movie. The cast is brilliantly casted.
The chat is popping off.
Yeah, the chat's super hyped.
As the kids say, our choice to do Scooby-Doo is lit!
I want to just say that we discussed this.
The kids.
I feel like Mondays shouldn't just be animated. Maybe it's more films that are aimed towards kids, because our Fridays are now jam-packed with slicey diceys. So it'd be good.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Just slicey dicey bad
What's this? What?
Slicey dicey.
Slicey dicey?
Slicey diceys are slashers and stuff. So.
I think that the chat's already figured us out, by the way. So they're so the week after is Monsters Unleashed, right?
I mean, I would say it's Witch's Ghost, personally.
Well, like Monsters Unleashed is the next movie in the live action ones.
Yeah, but we're skipping all the animated sequels.
There's more. We've got plenty of time, Kristen. We got plenty of time.
There's no time. There's no time.
Well, you know what there is time for? Hey, Max, how about you take us through what we have going on this week again one last time before we get out of here?
Okay. We have a lot of fun stuff. In case you forgot, all of our content's available as an audio podcast on Spotify or iTunes. Like, subscribe, leave reviews. Engagement is awesome. And speaking of liking and subscribing, please, if you enjoyed tonight's watch along, like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We're real close to 300 subscribers.
And also, comment on the videos, guys. I mean, you're always in the chats and when we're doing stuff live, but leave comments how much you enjoy the videos and stuff. That does help us in the long run. So please, leave some comments and stuff too.
Yes. On Wednesday night, the return of Suddenly Soundtracks, hosted by none other than Chris Clark. We'll be talking about the film soundtrack of Moulin Rouge, featuring in her PJ Campbell Network debut, The Crusher, Rachel Cushing. We are going to have PLD himself, Paul DiNuzzo, and myself, and the namesake of the entire channel, Patrick Campbell. It is going to be, as they say, spectacular, spectacular. No words in the vernacular can describe the great event that's going to happen on Wednesday. Thursday night, get ready for a brand new episode of Front Center Mezzanine with our guest Ann L. Nathan. She is, in my opinion, an icon of the stage. She's been doing theater for the last 20 plus years and has been in the original cast of some incredible shows. I can't wait to dive into her career. Then, we're not doing anything Friday because there's a Schmodown pay-per-view event and we like to be fair, so give the Schmodown your money, watch a pay-per-view event. I'm sure it's going to be great.
It helps keep some of us employed. That's
at the very least, I know the questions will be well-written and thoughtful and filled with integrity.
Thank you.
So on Saturday night, Friday
there it is.
Part 2. Now, let me say this. You may be thinking to yourself, Self, why are they doing Friday the 13th Part 2 and not the original Friday the 13th? Well, the fact is, Jason isn't in Friday the 13th.
Exactly.
So, if you haven't seen Friday the 13th and you plan on joining us for the watch along, I do recommend you watch it because it is sort of pivotal to the setup of Friday the 13th Part 2. But Friday the 13th Part 2 is the first genuine Jason slasher in the franchise. What's also funny is he doesn't wear the hockey mask in Part 2.
Yeah, it's a totally different thing, man. Like, it's the beginning of everything that we knew the franchise to be, sans hockey mask. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. And then, of course, throughout the rest of September and October, Scary Movie Squad is going to be haunting you like a bitch. Scream, Killer Clowns, our Shudder Double feature of 2 movies that start with the letter H, Host and Haunt, which I'm thinking of naming my children. This is my son Host and my daughter Haunt. And then in October, we have Poltergeist. We have a Conjuring double feature, Cabin in the Woods, Tim Burton's masterpiece, Sleepy Hollow. And then on Halloween itself, a double feature of Trick or Treat and Halloween 18. Make sure you bring your White Claws. For that one, you are going to want to get drunk.
Like the rest of us, because we are going to be drunk on Halloween together on this.
And then, of
podcast.
course, as we already mentioned, Monday, Scoobert Dubert 2002, the live action starring one of my favorite actors of all time, Mr. Matthew Lillard.
And Buffy.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar,
Yes, I'm sure.
who is just an astonishing performer, and she is the Slayer.
Well, guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and go around the room real quick, and we're going to get you guys out of here for the night. It was a really fun time, a really short watch long compared to yesterday. So starting with Kristen, where can the kids find you online?
Well, you can find me at Smith_K10, the number, not the word, at Twitter, Instagram, and Stardust, even though I don't post anything on Stardust. That's
Love
it.
it.
I'm short. So I should make up some stuff so that mine isn't so short.
Did you say you're so short? Because I didn't want to say that out loud.
No, I am, but also no, my plug is just really short now,
okay.
and I feel like I just need to make some stuff up. Like, I also host this thing. I don't.
We'll
do
give you a
anything.
show here to host, and that'll work.
Well,
How about
perfect.
that? Okay.
That's great.
You know what I have to say about that?
Stop that. Stop that. Chris Clark, where can everyone find you online?
If you guys did hear a fart, that was me. That was nobody else. I ripped it really loud and clear. So yeah, you guys can find me farting on Instagram and Twitter at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean farting. And you can I need to stop this. You can also find me on Suddenly Fart Tracks, where we fart around each song and judge a movie solely based by the fart that it provides. But anyway, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Great,
go for
Chris.
it. I
Max.
covered that up well, right? I hope so. Cool. And the Moulin Rouge. Yeah, Moulin Rouge is going to be a fun time on Wednesday. So, yeah, I broke them. So, yeah. Moulin Rouge, though, has a great cast of characters. We have Rachel Cushing and Paulie D from Call to Action. So, yeah, it's going to be a farterific time.
Well, that was just fart-tastic.
Okay. Okay, well, I have nothing else to add to that. Max, anything from you? Or are we not?
Twitter at Cinemaxwell, Instagram at Cinemaxwell Inc. I host Front Center Mezzanine every other Thursday on this channel. I look awesome in this little card here. Subtweet Pioneer and Oswald stand, both true. What about you, PJ? Where can people find you online?
Dying every time Chris Clark says anything out
by the
loud.
way, buy
Having
some
a rootin' too good
buy
boy.
some merch.
Oh yeah,
You look fabulous in our
Yeah.
shirts, in our masks, in our hoodies.
Yeah.
Get a mug.
in our cups.
Get the cookies
Yeah.
and cream Scary
Get a
Movie
Front
Squad.
Center Mezzanine mug. Don't you want this mug? I know you do.
Well, you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at PJ_Campbell, where I don't deal with Chris Clark talking about how he's farting on camera, apparently, at the end of our shows. You can also find me over at the Movie Trivia Schmodown, where I'm the head writer. And please make sure to be nice to the writers. You know why? Because we're human and mistakes have been made and it happens. Don't yell at us. We're only human. There's only so much we can do, but we're doing our best, and we hope you enjoy the show. And you can find me here. Yeah.
Fish are friends, not food.
This is true. And with
But they
that, you
are
guys are
animals.
our friends and our family, and we love you so much. We will see you guys on Saturday night for their next watch along, which is Friday the 13th, part 2, as the Scary Movie Squad continues. We will see you over on the next